Professional traders and investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional traders and investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account, they also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology, from extensive options trading tools to sophisticated risk management and much more. Keep a pulse on daily market activity with commentary with IB's Traders Insight, which delivers market analysis from professional traders in the industry directly to your screen. Visit us at interactivebrokers.com to learn more about these offerings. Interactivebrokers.com. Interactive Brokers, member SIPC.
What makes investors around the world successful? They're savvy, they do their homework, they look for the best value, and they find it at Interactive Brokers. Phil's gang chooses Interactive Brokers, stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, worldwide from one account. I recommend Interactive Brokers to all my Phil's gang members. I use it myself. Check them out. Go to philsgang.com and click on the Interactive Brokers graphic, and that's philsgang.com.
I love your show. I love your honesty. Glad to say I'm doing very, very well. Thanks to Phil, I now have become a consistent, profitable trader.
I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
I'm so grateful that I found you and with you and your staff.
This year, I'm up 60% on my portfolio.
I'm on top of the world. I finally feel like I've got my master's degree in stock trading.
Well, I just want to tell you, thank you for giving my confidence back in trading.
I have learned more in this 2 months than I have in my years of doing all my different stuff, and I want to say thank you.
Been with you a long, long time. Done really well with you.
I think what you're doing is extremely important. Financial education is, in many respects, the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
For more information on the philsgang.com, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Again, that's 877-600-4264.
Why aren't you using the spot? You paying 63% of the money you saved as a fee. 401k, you are paying in fees 63% of the money that you saved. That is crazy. Why don't you switch to the spiders? Join my gang, Phil's gang, and do what millions of people do. Use the spiders. 500 best stocks in the world.
Find out more at philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Here at Phil's Gang, the ghosts of 2008 and 2009 hang over all investors. In a recent banking analyst report, studies show the reason people are not investing in the stock market is a greater need for financial education. At Phil's Gang, we are your #1 provider of financial investing education techniques. For over a decade, Phil Grande has been coaching, guiding, and helping people build a successful trading plan for any time frame, from current income to retirement security.
I think what you're doing is extremely important. People don't realize this, but financial education is, in many respects, the most important education they're getting from your show.
Build confidence with Phil's Gang today with daily webinars, alerts, and educational videos. And all material is archived for your convenience. Put the investment ghosts in the past and start investing with Phil Grande and Phil's Gang today. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. You know, a lot of people are afraid of the stock market after losing most of their money in the different crashes, but now you don't have to be fearful because we have technology that will tell you when the markets are ready to collapse. That's right, the PT2. I designed it so that we get information in advance of any correction, the smallest correction. Get my PT2. Make sure this time when you are investing that you have safety on your side.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Boy, the news has not been good lately. You know that 62% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck? 24% of them emergency savings? Or how about this one? 35 currently have savings rates of negative 2%. Wow. We need to set up a game plan. We need to get you back into the financial markets in a very positive way. And we can do that. Just join philsgang.com. We're here to help you. It's only $49.95 a month. You're going to be investing in yourself. That's what you need. And you got all the Phil's Gang material archive. You got classrooms. You got support. There's nothing like it. So as this market continues to go higher, not because things are good, not because the economy, well, because of all this stimulus, you're missing one of the best opportunities to put retirement money away now. Sock it away now, but you got to learn how to do it. Check us out. That's philsgang.com or give us a call 877-600-4264.
Be sure to watch the Phil's Gang Show weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on various devices like smartphones, tablets, your computer, and more. Get free access to the Phil's Gang Show right in your hands at home or on the go. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com and click on the Listen Live link. And we're you on the charts.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
What was the reason why we rallied this year? It was that Greek worries dissipated.
Right. The story is all about Greece. What happens with Greece could impact the economy there. What to do with Greece? The risk of a Greek default.
A Greek exit is not a Lehman Brothers event.
We're not lending to those banks. We're lending to the central bank. The central bank is responsible for repaying us.
So who got the money?
To financial institutions in Europe and other countries.
Which ones?
I don't know.
Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. Okay, this is a special edition. The stock market's down 288 points. And who told you weeks ago, join my gang and make sure that you were short the stock market, P500, the stock market? I have my whole gang short the stock market. I told you this would happen. Now, I don't care if it's Greece. I don't care what the excuse is. More than Greece is our own economy is taking this market down. Yes, Greece is a problem. I'm not saying it's not a problem. Greece has been a problem for a very, very long time. They're using Greece to paint the tape. But it's more than Greece. It's our own economy. We're in just as bad shape as Greece, but nobody will admit it. It's terrible. Now, what is interesting, though, I always tell you, forget fundamentals, forget your planners, forget all these people. They're never going to tell you the truth. Charts tell you the truth. Last night, I started to see it. It was unbelievable. The market should have opened up down today, a minimum of 350 points this morning. Instead, the market only was down about 150. That's because they brought in the plunger team. I keep telling you about the plunger team. That's the Secretary of Treasury, governors of the Federal Reserve System, Securities Exchange Commission, the Commodities Futures Trading Commission chairman. These make up, these chairpersons of each one of these, Commodities Futures Trading, the SEC, the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve, and the Secretary of Treasury, all those chairs, they make up, with the president, the plunger team. They make a decision. That's what they're doing, watching the situation, and they decided to let's manipulate the market. Come and start buying the cash futures in the morning so that the market opens up only down 150 points. The market right now is down about 300 points. It should be down about 600 points. But the plunger team is holding the market up. Now, I told you last week and the week before and the week before, you can't have a stock market that has a value on it of a 21 value, PE 21 we'll call it, when there are no earnings, when you don't have sales. You've got to be able to sell stuff. If your store isn't selling stuff, but your earnings are going up, how could you do that? Magic. They're buying their own shares. So remember, earnings come from selling something. Profits, same as earnings, come from selling something. But we're not selling stuff because people are getting laid off. People are not getting overtime. There's more part-time workers than we've ever had. 28 million people going part-time. This Obamacare has killed our country. It's killed our 240-man workforce. It's killed it. So when people don't have extra money, what was it, about 4 weeks ago? 75% of the people in the United States could not come up with $400 for an emergency. Had to come up with $400 in 24 hours. Almost 74% of the people in the United States couldn't do it. So people don't have the money to go spend. So what have companies been doing? They're just, of course, they're doing accounting tricks of this stock buyback. So and now the stock market, after 6 years of these stock buybacks to push up earnings, to push up the stock market without sales, it's caught up. Now and I told you, and I told my gang, I showed them on the chart. I said, look at the chart. I said, there has been a strike, a buyer's strike. The big institutions are not buying stock. They're on strike. They cannot break this market out. Then I said, watch the banks. And then the banks couldn't break out. Then I said, watch the transports. All of a sudden you see the transports, those stocks will start dropping. But the big thing to watch was the 10-year Treasury, the yield, the interest rate. That was the killer. That's been telling us for weeks that we're going to have a correction. There's a problem in the market. You cannot raise interest rates 1.4% to 2.4% and not kill the economy. And that's what they were doing. Because what raises that interest rate on your bond? If you're in a bond market right now, you are getting your face ripped off. Because remember what happens in a bond market. When interest rates or yields, same thing, start going up, you lose money in the bond market. What drives up the interest rate? What drives up interest rate is the talk of inflation. Now, where has all the inflation come from? Where's all that talk? Well, the talk of inflation has come from how wonderful our economy is doing. Remember, Aunt B, Yellen, all she talks about for a whole year, since last June to this June, how the economy is doing so well, our labor markets are doing so well, we're employing 225,000 people every month, such a wonderful labor market, that she was going to raise rates. For a whole year, she said to raise rates. And when you do that, that's a sign of inflation. And when you keep opening your mouth and lying and say you're going to raise interest rates, that's the rate, what they call the overnight rate, the Fed rate, the rate at which they charge your bank, which you get hit on your credit cards, your adjustable rate mortgage, your student loan, those sort of things. But they never had any intention of doing it. So now the 10-year Treasury interest kept going up for a whole year. Now we're at this point. Interest rates are a killer. So now we have high rates. The economy's doing terrible. We have no growth in the economy. It's flat. And here you are today. You're down almost 300 points. But this is all good news for us, for the gang, because we're short the market. We're making money as the market goes down. In fact, go to my site right now. Go to philsgang.com. Go to philsgang.com, and you can look on our chart, on our PT2 chart. You can see where it turned from green to red. And you can see where there's a confirmation with a crossover. We're short a lot of stocks. We're short a lot of stocks. We're short Intel. We're short Intel. Beautiful. Beautiful short. We're short Caterpillar. We're making money as Caterpillar's falling. We're making money as IBM is going down. We're way ahead of everybody. We're making money. We're making money as Schlumberger is going down. We're making money on the DFE, which is the small and mid-cap stock of Europe. If you remember, we made a lot of money on that stock going up, and then we turned around and we took our money out and then we shorted it. So what's going on? Well, what's going on is this country is in trouble. So is it really Greece? No, it's not really Greece. Sure, it's a little stimulus, but the real problem is this country. This country.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Phil's Gang and the ghosts of 2009 hang over all investors. In a recent banking analyst report, studies show the reason people are not investing in the stock market is a greater need for financial education. At Phil's Gang, we are your #1 provider of financial investing education techniques. For over a decade, Phil Grande has been coaching, guiding, and helping successful trading plan for any time frame, from current income to retirement security.
I think what you're doing is extremely important. People don't realize this, but financial education is in many respects the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
Build your investment confidence with Phil's Gang today with daily webinars, alerts, and educational videos. And all material is archived for your convenience. Put the investment ghosts in the past. Start investing with Phil Grande and Phil's Gang today. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, this is Phil Grande of philsgang.com. What makes investors around the world successful? They're savvy, they do their homework, they look for the best deal, and they find it at philsgang.com and Interactive Brokers.
Professional investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account, they also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology. Go to Interactive Brokers and improve returns today.
philgang.com chooses interactivebroker.com. Check out Interactive Brokers for more information. Be sure Phil Grande sent you. That's interactivebrokers.com. $12 million to create a green job? What are you, nuts? That's what it costs. $12 million for one green job. 2,298 green jobs were created under Obama during his crony capitalism days. That is insane. He promised 5 million new green jobs. 26 billion gone. Join my gang so you know which stocks to buy.
Go to Phil's Gang or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
I love your show. I love your honesty. Glad to say I'm doing very, very well. Thanks to Phil. I now have become a consistent, profitable trader.
I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
I'm so grateful that I found you and with you and your staff.
This year, I'm up 60% on my portfolio.
I'm on top of the world. I finally feel like I've got my master's degree in stock trading.
Well, I just want to tell you, thank you for giving my confidence back in trading.
I have learned more in this 2 months than I have in my years of doing all my different stuff, and I want to say thank you. Been with you a long, long time. Done really well with you.
I think what you're doing is extremely important. Financial education is in many respects the most important education you can get from your show.
For more information on the philsgang.com, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Again, that's 877-600-4264.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything, all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their children.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti.
Because of you.
there is St. Jude.
Professional traders and investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional traders and investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account, they also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology, from extensive options trading tools to sophisticated and much more. Keep a pulse on daily market activity with commentary with IB's Traders Insight, which delivers market analysis from professional traders in the industry. Visit us at interactivebrokers.com to learn more about these offerings. Interactivebrokers.com. Interactive Brokers, member SIPC. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by philsgang.com.
The deposits of citizens in Greek banks are absolutely secure. Equally secure are the payments of salaries and pensions. Any difficulties which may arise must be dealt with calmly and with resolve. The calmer we deal with any difficulties, the sooner we can overcome them, and their consequences will be milder.
And we're no different than Greece. Welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, so much going on today. But let's first identify what's going in the market. The market's down nearly 300 points. If you were a gang member using my charting, we were well in advance of this. Our charts told us this was going to happen. Our charts showed us the institutions were pulling money out. Ask any of my gang members. We're short. All you had to be is a gang member. Really simple. And that's why you should join the gang, so that you're not involved with fundamentals, that you're only involved with technicals, which we get from a chart. It works. It works. Now, let me explain. People think that we are so safe. This would never happen to us. Something like Greece would never happen to it. Really? Really? Well, let me tell you something. I hope it does happen, because if it does happen, we're going to make money because our position will be short in the marketplace. That thing will be following me short. Now, we've been told a big lie. We have the Dodd-Frank bill. This was supposed to take care of us. The Dodd-Frank bill. Remember the Dodd-Frank bill? It was supposed to make sure the banks no longer would ever get too big, that they would never get too big and we'd never have to bail them out again. This was a real reform, they told us. Remember? It is a total bold-faced lie. They've done absolutely nothing to prevent what's happening in Greece. They have nothing to prevent that can happen right here. The same thing can happen again in 2008. They've done nothing. It's a lie. They've done nothing about government, about the housing market, the housing policy. I told you last week, I said, do you imagine they're starting all over again? JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, they're again starting these lenders. They're financing lenders, non-bank lenders. That's how we got in trouble. Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, they were funding non-bank lenders. They would give them $50 million to start a company. That company then would go out, no regulations, and they would get as bank loans, and then they would sell them back to Goldman Sachs. And would take them and sell them to investors. Now, nobody went to jail for that. Nobody went to jail. Bankers are completely immune from prosecution and from indictment. They're totally immune. These are criminals, these bankers who are above the law, and this Dodd-Frank was supposed to fix that. The 2,300-page bill and its 400 new rules, Frank said, would strengthen the economy, stabilizing the housing market, and the banks would get in a position too big to fail. All a lie. The taxpayers would never get caught again, bailing them out. Streamline the regulatory process. What a lie. Now Frank is sitting at the Signature Bank to help them understand the 2,300 pages of rules he wrote that nobody understands. Nowhere in Dodd's bill is there any mention or provisions of or rules that would fix housing finance. That was the big housing finance. There is no bill to fix housing finance or regulate Fannie and Freddie. That went down. That you and I bailed out for $180 billion. They did not fix Freddie. Now, there is nowhere in the bill that the banks, these lenders, would be responsible for more subprime mortgages. No, nowhere. The Frank bill is a phony. It was designed to suffocate small businesses, put them in all kinds of legal messes. Frank was to make sure that regulations favor financial firms that can afford a whole bunch of army to analyze these regulations, and they put these in the big banks were so delighted that they said, no, go ahead, load us up with all kinds of regulations because we can afford the bank. We can waive army of lawyers that the small community banks can't. So we'll put them out of business, and then we'll go and buy them, and we'll merge with it. We'll take them. That's what they did. They went out. Barney Frank and Dodd and Frank went together, put these massive regulations in. It's so complicated, but that was okay because J.P. Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, Citi, Bank of America said do it because we got an army of lawyers that will figure out these things. We'll put out of business all the community banks who loan the businesses in your town that they can't get loans now, and they put them out of business. Or now they had to merge to stay alive. So now they part of Goldman Sachs, part of J.P. Morgan. Obama pledged to us, the taxpayer, that no longer would we fund the bailouts. They're a thing of the past, he said. And never again will banks get too big to fail. Really? That was another lie. Just like we could keep our health insurance, we could keep our doctor. In fact, Barney Frank helped them get much bigger. In fact, Barney Frank and Obama helped the four largest U.S. banks now grow so much bigger than they did in 2008 crisis. They're bigger now. Do you know the largest 0.2% of all banks, take the 12 largest banks in our country on Wall Street, are now much bigger than they were in 2008. We were lied to. They now control nearly 70% of all banking assets. 5 banks, J.P. Morgan Chase, J.P. Morgan, Bank of America, Citigroup, Wells Fargo, Goldman Sachs, now hold assets equal to 56% of the U.S. economy. And what did Obama tell us?
We simply cannot accept a system in which hedge funds or private equity firms inside banks can place huge, risky bets that are by taxpayers and that could pose a conflict of interest.
Oh, really? That's what they're doing every day.
I can tell you just from 40,000 feet that some of the most damaging behavior on Wall Street, in some cases some of the least ethical behavior on Wall Street.
Oh my God. He has done nothing. Frank has done nothing but make them bigger. We'll be right back after this break.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
If you want to generate extra income or basically secure your financial future, you should join philsgang.com and get the best investment education available on the day. For only $49.95 a month, you'll have complete access to webinar classes, alerts, educational videos, and much, much more. At philsgang.com, there are no contracts and no hidden fees. Just straightforward, no-nonsense market investment knowledge. Phil Grande. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
Why aren't you using the spiders? Why are you paying 63% of the money you saved as a fee? 401k, you are paying in fees 63% of the money that you saved. That is crazy. Why don't you switch to the spiders? Join my gang, Phil's Gang, and do what millions of people do. Use the spiders. 500 best stocks in the world.
Find out more at philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. Professional traders and investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional traders and investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account, they also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology, from extensive options trading tools to sophisticated risk management and much more. Keep a pulse on daily market activity with IB's Traders Insight, which delivers market analysis from professional traders in the industry to the screen. Visit us at interactivebrokers.com to learn more about these offerings. Interactivebrokers.com. Interactive Brokers, member SIPC.
I love your show. I love your honesty. Glad to say I'm doing very, very well. Thanks to Phil. I now have become a consistent, profitable trader.
I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
I'm so grateful that I found you and with you and your staff.
This year, I'm up 60% on my portfolio.
I'm on top of the world. I finally feel like I've got my master's degree in stock trading.
Well, I just want to tell you, thank you for giving my confidence back in trading.
I have learned more in this 2 months than I have in my years of doing all my different stuff, and I want to say thank you. Been with you a long, long time. Done really well with you.
I think what you're doing is extremely important. Financial education is, in many respects, the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
For more information on the philsgang.com, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Again, that's 877-600-4264. There is only one talk show host, Phil Grande, who delivers both social and financial talk. Not even Hannity or Rush can deliver a 1-2 punch like that. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Phil Grande is unique, the industry leader, the first talk show host ever to combine social issues and finance into winning stock market ideas. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Here at Phil's Gang, we understand the ghosts of 2008 and 2009 hang over all investors. In a recent banking analyst report, studies show the reason people are not investing in the stock market is a greater need for financial education. Gang, we are your #1 provider of financial investing education techniques. For over a decade, Phil Grande has been coaching, guiding, and helping people build a successful trading plan for any time frame, from current income to retirement security.
What you're doing is extremely important. People don't realize this, but financial education is, in many respects, the most important education you can get getting from your show.
Build your investment confidence with daily webinars, alerts, and educational videos. And all material is archived for your convenience. Put the investment ghosts in the past and start investing with Phil Grande and Phil's Gang today. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4.
Be sure to watch the Phil's Gang Show with Phil Grande, weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on various devices like smartphones, tablets, your computer, and more. Get free access to the Phil's Gang Show right in your hands at home or on the go. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com and click on the Listen Live link. And we'll see you on the charts.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, I want you to go to my site, philsgang.com. Please do this. The market is down over 300 points. Now, if you were my gang member and you were with me, here's where you would stand right now. If Intel was one of your stocks, and you had the PT2, you're busy all day long, you didn't have time to follow the market, all you, when it turned to red, you sold it short. Very easy. We guide you. You see where it turned from green to red? Right now, and you had a confirmation, red over yellow, see it? Right now, on Intel, you would be up about 9%, a 9% return while the market is going down, while Intel is going down. Another one, I'll give you another one, Schlumberger. You can see it right here. I'm not making this up. Schlumberger. You see how Schlumberger, it was green. It was at $83. It went up to 94. It was green. So that was a purchase. It turned green, and that gain of $83 up to 94, that's a 13% gain you would have had. Now, when it turned red, and you can see exactly where it turned red, you would take in your profits, switch, click the sell short button, and it fell from 93 down to 53, where that was about another 9% return on the downside. It's just so simple to do. It's so simple to do. So again, join the gang. Learn how to make money when the market's going up or the market's going down, because you don't follow fundamentals. You don't follow fundamentals. You can't, not with the lies. I want you to hear exactly what he says right now. Again, listen to this. Listen to this in 2011.
I can tell you just from 40,000 feet that some challenging behavior on Wall Street, in some cases some of the least ethical behavior on Wall Street, wasn't illegal. That's exactly why we had to change the laws. And that's why we put in place the toughest financial reform package since FDR and the Great Depression.
No, that's a total lie. First of all, the Frank Dodd bill has done absolutely nothing to prevent what caused the crash in 2008, where you lost your house, went upside down, you owe on it more than it's worth, you lost your stocks. They made sure they did nothing to the banks. Nothing. We just got a message 2 minutes ago that Fisher from the Fed, guess what? He's now working for a bank. He's taking a job at a bank. Fisher, Barclays Bank. So we got Barclays. He's working at Barclays Banks. We got an announcement that Newton took a job at the bank. Geithner took a job at the bank. Barney Frank took a job at the bank. Because when they put in the rules and regulations, they made sure they did nothing to hurt the banks. They did nothing to regulate the banks. And housing. Everything that happened nothing's changed since then. The Dodd-Frank bill is a total failure to you and me. It's a massive roadblock to our economy recovering. I told you, stop thinking about recovery. These people got to stop talking about recovery, start talking about the economy, because this Barney Frank bill has blocked our recovery. It's 400 regulations. The mandates that they've created hurts the entrepreneur, hurts the job creators, doesn't hurt the banks. The 2,300 pages of bills is 400 new regulations, do nothing to the banks. And not one guy went to jail. Does nothing to the bank, doesn't stabilize the housing market, doesn't stabilize the banks, it does nothing. And now Barney Frank goes and becomes a board of director of Signature Bank. Now, come on. What is going on here? So you got to take advantage of it. When you're sitting here think about this, 12 banks now control of the banking assets. Before the stock market crashed in 2008, and then Obama told us they're going to make it happen again, that the banks would never be too big to fail. Back then, they controlled 42% of all banking assets, these 12%. Now they control 70%. Isn't 70 bigger than 42? What's he talking about? He's a liar. Crazy, isn't it? So the biggest lie we heard all the way through the meltdown by Barney Frank was we got to do something because there wasn't enough regulations. Because there wasn't enough regulations, it caused the housing crash. It was the Republicans who took all the regulations away. It caused the housing crash. That was a lie. And that's when he said we got to start with this new Dodd-Frank rule. That was a lie. In fact, the SEC budget $357 million in 2000. It was doubled to $629 million in 2008. So from 2000 to 2008, while Barney Frank was saying this is all the Republicans' fault, there was not enough regulations. Are you kidding? They doubled the budgets to put in more regulations. It was a big lie. And then when we got the Frank Consumer Financial Bureau, that agency, oh boy, they were going to control virtually all aspects of home mortgage market under the guise of protecting consumers. And we finally got things right, he said. That was a total lie. Total lie. So now there is nothing protecting us. We're worse shape now than we were back then. And you know what? That's why every day I pull my hair out trying to help you. This program's here for 15 years now to try to help St. Jude. All we ask is if you do well, send some food. We do this every day. Every day. And we have a system that works. And if you're busy, and you don't have time, I developed a system. It's called my PT2 system. All you got to know is the difference between green and red. That's all you got to know. I guide you and I hold your hand through. I do it all for you. And it works. At the end of 30 days, it doesn't work, then get rid of it. It was $49.95. So now in the market, you look, it's down $330. You don't call your brokers. What should I do? What should I do? What you do is you just sit here. As long as you positioned yourself, you're watching the chart, you're making money as it goes down. It's that simple because it has nothing to do with financials. It has nothing to do with fundamentals. You haven't got to know anything about cash flow. You haven't got to know anything about the PE ratios. You haven't got to know anything about anything other than the institutions that own Schlumberger. Are they taking their money out? Yes, they are. It turned red. Please do it for yourself. Check it out. So this is great. And you know the other thing that gets me, this gay marriage. And so what got to do with the account? This has everything to do with gay marriage. Look, I don't care. Look, if some guy's laid on his feet and he wants to take some guy to the movies, or if he wants to go to a outdoor movie theater or take him to the prom, I could care. That's his business. I don't care. I could care less if guys want to date guys. I don't. It's not my business. It becomes my business, though, when you're going to put on me. You're going to force me. You're going to force me to think the way you think. And that's exactly what went with legalizing the gay marriage. No, when you legalize, these justices legalize the gay marriage across this land, it erodes the essential basic values and morals that have stood the test of time for centuries. The passing of this law represents a decay and erosion of traditional family and society that has been founded and has taken care of this country, has grown this country. And I'm telling you, I don't care. You do what you want. You want to marry some guy? Go ahead. But now I'm going to try to put this on me. We'll talk about that when we get back and how this affects the economy.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
$12 million to create a green job? What are you, nuts? That's what $12 million for one green job. 2,298 green jobs were created under Obama during his crony capitalism days. That is insane. He promised 5 million new green jobs. 26 billion gone. So you know what?
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. You know, a lot of people are afraid of the stock market after losing most of their money in the different Now you don't have to be fearful because we have technology that will tell you when the markets are ready to collapse. That's right, the PT2. I designed it so that we get information in advance of any correction, the smallest correction to the largest correction. Get my PT2. Make sure this time when you are investing that you have safety on your side.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. You know, a lot of people are market after losing most of their money in the different crashes. But now you don't have to be fearful because we have technology that will tell you when the markets are ready to collapse. That's right, the PT2. I designed it so that we get information in advance of any correction, the smallest correction to the largest correction. Get my PT2. Make sure this time when you are investing that you have safety on your side.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Boy, the news has not been good lately. You know that 62% are living paycheck to paycheck. 24% of Americans have more credit card debt than emergency savings. Or how about this one? Adults under the age of 35 currently have savings rates of negative 2%. Wow. We need to set up a game plan. We need to get you back into the financial markets in a very positive way. And we can do that. Just join philsgang.com. We're here to help you. It's only $49.95 a month. That's it. You're going to be investing in yourself. That's what you need. And you got all the Phil's Gang material archive. You got classrooms. You got support. There's nothing like it. So as this market continues to go higher, not because things are good, not because the economy is doing well, because of all this stimulus, you're missing one of the best opportunities to put retirement money away now. Sock it away now. But you got to learn how to do it. Check us out. That's philsgang.com or give us a call 877-600-4264. Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. You know, a lot of people are afraid of the stock market after losing most of their money in the different crashes. But now you don't have to be fearful because we have technology that will tell you when the markets are ready to collapse. That's right, the PT2. I designed it so that we get information in advance of any correction, the smallest correction to the largest correction. Get my PT2. Make sure this time when you are investing that you have safety on your side.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. It's clear the real undisputed champion in social and financial talk is Phil Grande and the Phil's Gang Show.
You know, Obama got the last laugh because another fantastic jobs report came out.
The last laugh is on you, Bill. Think about this. 232,000 jobs created. How about this? We lost 252,000 full-time jobs to get those 232,000 jobs. And worse, we gained 437,000 lousy part-time jobs, mostly minimum wage. No, the last laugh is on you.
Only Phil Grande delivers business and financial news with an insider's perspective on Wall Street and the economy.
You're going to keep trying to push these banks higher, offset what's going on. And the earnings are all driven by, of course, stock buybacks. So you got all this stuff going on, which makes for a perfect storm.
That's the one and only Phil Grande and the Phil's Gang Show.
Join me weekdays at 3 p.m. for the best in social and financial talk. That's weekdays every day at 3 p.m. here on philsgang.com.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by the Phil's Gang video channel on YouTube.com.
Yeah, the one headline I saw was same-sex marriage is a right. And this is in the quote from the article. There's a lot more to it than just that.
That's right. I said, I don't care. If you want to go to a prom with another guy, knock yourself out. If you want to go to an outdoor movie with a guy, knock yourself. It's none of my business. But because of my business, when adjusting, I have to accept by law a gay value over my traditional values that my parents instilled in me. And it becomes my business when a law is passed as it starts destroying the economy. Now is not the time for the liberal justices to pass a bill to make legal these gay marriages. I mean, it's going to be staggering, the cost economically. Not to mention the cultural price alone will be staggering. Gay marriages lead to dysfunctional society that erodes basic morals and values in society, which leads to an escalation of child abuse, domestic violence, crime, increase in out-of-wedlock childbirth, of all poverty. It's not my business, guy. I could care less. But the justices, by undermining the conventional marriage, has undermined the American family unit. The justices have redefined marriage as an institution that is essential to the well-being of children and society as a whole in this country. The justices are trying to force us to accept gay values over traditional values. What are they, nuts? Don't tell me I have to do that. This is not about discrimination. I don't care. You go and go find some guy and smooch all day in a park if you want. I don't care. It's not my business. I could care less. Do what you want. But I do care when a justice tells me I have to accept it. What are you, not? This is crazy. Especially when it comes to attacking family values, when it comes to marriage that is so, that's different. Marriage is a moral, traditional, it's tradition between a man and a woman. It instills family values, which is the cornerstone of American exceptionalism. And a strong family provides the moral fabric that binds family and the country. Look at the pioneers who came from Europe, who settled the Great Plains with great farms, and the West, who settled the West with great ranches. These were families, a man and a woman and the kids, a lot of kids who worked together as a family unit to maintain and build these great Midwest farms and ranches that are still in existence today. The natural parents, a man and a woman, are the underpinning of a strong family morals, values that were instilled into their children and their children's children. Those same morals and values that for centuries have achieved this nation's security and economic security and grew America as a functional society. Gay marriage, on the other hand, is nothing to do with discrimination. Gay marriage, like I said, I could care. But gay marriage leads to dysfunction, basic morals and values in society, which leads to escalation of child abuse and domestic violence and poverty. I'm sorry, it is what it is. But it's not discrimination. I could care less. You know what? Obama's ideology, like his communist father, is to the family unit as an institution, then to have it disappear, and then simultaneously undermine the influence of religious institutions, especially the Catholic Church. And with his pen, to pass decrees on dissolution of marriage. So to grant spouses the freedom to divorce at the desire of one or the other. That's what his goal is. His next goal is to claim complete freedom of abortion, then abolish adoption, replacing it with a system of state-appointed foster caretakers. I'm telling you, the economic and cultural price of this erosion is going to be heavy. It's going to be staggering. And to do this time is ridiculous. It's crazy. And that it's just this. So, everyone says, times are changing. Maybe I'm old-fashioned. I don't know. But as I said, it's not my business. But it is my business when this government is going to force something that's going to hurt our country. And the family unit is what built this. You know what's really funny if you think about the family unit started to get destroyed? When NAFTA, and they started these trade policies, and the factories were closed in the United States, and jobs were shipped overseas, and these people no longer had pensions. They no longer had a job, a good job. Now they had to start working 2 jobs. But what really happened? The wife had to start working. The wife had to start working. That's when the moral fabric of this country went to hell. Because when the kid got out of high school and he went home or she went home, mom wasn't there because mom was working. Dad was working. Now the kid's hanging around down at the mall. These are the things that happen with these trade pacts like TPP and the NAFTA. This is the byproduct agreements. The parents hardly see each other. One's just getting home late at night. The other one's leaving early in the morning, go to work. Nobody's at family dinner anymore. This is what I'm talking about. That's what builds a strong economy. That's what builds jobs. That's what builds a great country. Is family, that unit. But Obama's saying, let's get rid of the unit. We don't need that unit anymore. And we don't need the influence, the influence of churches that used to take that family unit and used to influence it and get behind it. And so now you got kids down at the mall with their pink hair and purple earrings and earrings in their nose and ears and whatever. That's the problem. So now we're sitting here today with the market down 326 points. We were lied to. We were told that we're all set now. Not to worry, we got the Frank Dodd bill. Oh, really? They've done nothing. I'm going to have Barney Frank here on the 1st, and I'm going to address this with him and ask him, wait, where's all these rules you said you wrote that you're supposed to protect us? Because we're going to get hit just like Greece. We're no different than Greece. We're just as bad as Greece. The only difference is everybody in Greece, the powers over there, they were honest with their people. Our problem is our politicians, our president telling us everything is just fine.
By almost every measure, we are better off than when I took office. By almost every measure.
See, we're being lied to. No one's being straight. See, the politicians aren't being straight with us. So what do? Well, don't worry about Ford. You don't have to worry. If you're going to buy stock in Ford, don't worry you got to go to get a planner or somebody to tell you what the PE rate, what the return on assets are. What do you need to know that for? You don't need to know any of that. All you got to know, if you're going to put up Ford, put it on your chart, the PT2 chart. I'm doing it right now. And you look at it, and Ford, right now, went from green to red. So it's telling you the institutions who were putting their money into Ford, buying Ford stock, just took their money out. So why are you in Ford? Look, join my gang. Just try it for a month. And I'm telling you, this PT2 works. And it's so good for people who are so busy and don't have time. But please believe me when I tell you, you don't need to know anything about fundamentals in buying a stock. As a matter of fact, the less you know, the better. Really, it's the truth. All you do is pay attention to the technicals. That's all you do. It's that simple. It's that easy. It's no harder than that. And we're here to coach you all the way. That's what it's about. So join my gang and let us help you. The market's down 339 points, and that's all good news. Join my gang. See you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to